What's going on, everyone? Welcome to another episode of the Friend Zone podcast. Joining us today for episode 8, my name's John. I'm joined by Curtis and Josh, as always. How are we doing tonight, guys?
Very good.
Pretty good.
Love to hear it. I guess we're starting late, so we'll just jump right into it. I guess we'll start with last week's Eagles-Giants game. Anyone want to start in with some high-level thoughts on the game?
I mean, they're playing the Giants. There's not many high-level thoughts.
Well, that's what we thought last time, too.
That's true. They had a bad game last time. It's not.
Yeah, I think the offense looks significantly better. Obviously, over the last 2 weeks, the offense has looked significantly better overall.
Finally got the run game going.
Yeah, the run game. Yeah, that is the big takeaway, honestly, for me. Offensively, defensively, whatever you want to talk about. I think the Giants they were on like an upward trend or whatever, but I don't think they're that good of a team. But I think the run game against that defense is good no matter what. I mean, they do have a very good defense no matter what you want to, without Malik Neighbors and without Scadaboo, they're really not going to do anything offensively with a rookie quarterback and that offensive line and all that stuff. But that is a very good defense. And I think Saquon breaking his first 60-plus yard run when he had, 7 of them, I think was the stat last year. If you want to look that up, like the 60-plus yard runs. I was
going to say, it wasn't even just Saquon. Like Tank Bigsby finally looked like he had some juice behind that line, too.
Looked great, yeah. I mean, the offensive line looked great as well. My biggest point that I wanted to make with the Eagles this week was actually like a random shout out to one of Josh's favorites, Toth. I didn't hear his name at all, man. Toth, whatever. Is it Toth?
It's whatever.
Whatever it is. Who cares? I care this week. He was so good. He performed so well. I was very happy. I didn't hear I think I heard his name once or twice, and it wasn't like anything terrible.
Yeah.
Maybe he's a better center than he is guard. I guess maybe that's the takeaway. I don't know.
Well, we'll see how next week goes.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll definitely see how next week goes. Or no, not this coming week, but the Packers game. We'll see, especially against that defensive line, which is not a joke. But the Giants' defensive line arguably is the best in the NFL, especially in my opinion, with Dexter Lawrence and Brian Burns, who I believe is currently leading the NFL in sacks.
The rest of the Giants team is wasting the talent on that defensive
line.
Don't
sleep on Abdul Carter.
Yeah, Abdul Carter is a monster, and I think all three of those guys together are all monsters. I think a very good defensive line can disrupt like entire game plans for teams. So I think I don't know
what happened in the game one.
Yeah, it was, and I think whether it was Petullo or whoever it was, somebody made a change, and I'll give Petullo credit, I guess, where credit was due. We looked so much better than we did in the first game against the Giants. So.
Jalen's been under center way more than normal.
Yeah.
The number was 7 for 60-yard rushes for Saquon last year.
Okay, yeah, so 7. I believe that's what I said. So he had his first this game against his former team, obviously, but I think that's a very good sign for the future of the run game, because I think that was a huge thing for us. Obviously, if you remember never mind. The Commanders NFC Championship game, like that was right away, one play gone. I think that kind of set the tone for a lot of games. The Rams run, like there are so many long runs that I can remember that just set the tone or set the game into us winning. For lack of a better way of phrasing that. But no, I'm very happy to see the long burst runs again, but I'm also happy that Tank Bigsby had 130 yards at what?
Was it 100?
105, I thought.
105. Or what do we have?
150 for Saquon.
Okay, that's
something for.
I'm sorry, 104.
104. Okay.
Carries though.
And 22 for Jalen, I think it was.
Okay. So yeah, we ran the ball all over the place. That's great.
Will Shipley had 2. Yeah, Jalen had 22.
Yeah.
Tanner McKee took the knees, got -2 yards.
Damn.
He fucked everything up.
He fucked everything.
Season over.
Anyway, where were we at?
Eagles. And
I know that.
How good they were. Josh, do you have any more thoughts on the Birds and their
I mean, it's nice to see that
win?
It seems like their offense, at least these 2 games, is starting to get on track. So let's see what we keep that rolling because we're going to need that. And it's fun to watch finally because for the first how many weeks did they play before they started being well? I don't know, 5. The first 5 weeks they kind of were winning games but looking like shit. So it's fun to see them not look like
first
shit.
4 weeks we won.
Yeah.
We went 4-0, and for better or for worse, we won. And an ugly win is better than a pretty loss. But they were not.
The offense started looking good in the Broncos game. Unfortunately, lost that game.
Yeah.
And then I don't know what happened with the Giants game. Some kind of hangover, I think. I guess I don't know.
Jalen Hurts, 9 incompletions, 7 touchdowns, passing, not even rushing. The last 2 weeks, and then last week, no AJ Brown, and like we talked about how good Toth. Is that what we're landing on?
Yeah, I think it's Toth.
I think it's Toth.
I think it was like he was the first center not named Jason Kelsey or Cam Jurgens to start in like 15 years. So,
well, what about Dickerson in the playoff game last year? I'm pretty sure
I thought Cam got it out.
Dickerson started, then got hurt, and then
Cam came back in. He had a back. Yeah, you're right.
Because Dickerson
they're
played
not
center in college. So.
I guess they're not counting playoff games for that stat.
I know I saw it somewhere.
But whatever.
You know what? I'm not gonna look to see where I saw that. We'll just keep moving. I guess the next thing we can get onto is officiating because I feel like that's all I've seen.
It is Toth.
Toth,
I believe. Well, this description is terrible.
Yeah, the officiating was dog shit.
I mean, around the league, but it's like all I've seen anyone complain about since the win on Sunday. I guess the first thing we talk about is that tush push.
It was a fumble.
It was definitely a fumble. I don't even know what the officiating was doing there.
Oh, they were getting.
I don't know what Jalen was doing there. Like, it's not a goal
Frankly-
line. It's not a goal line situation. Why are we just putting the ball into a sea of Giants?
Yeah.
Like, you're strong, bro, but like, there's 3 dudes just sitting there waiting for you to put that ball in there.
That's what she said.
I was very happy that we didn't obviously turn the ball over, but I was very unhappy because I feel like overall there's this narrative forming that like the Eagles love or the refs love the Eagles because of like the tush push officiating and all this stuff, and I hate that. Like we for years have been. I mean, think about the PI call on fucking Bradbury on Juju. Yeah, Juju. In the Super Bowl, like we have not been the refs' darlings. Like the Patriots,
Never.
The Chiefs, like acting now like we're the refs' darlings because one play was badly officiated. It's just very frustrating.
But like everyone wants to talk about us jumping early, but no one's talking about the defensive linemen that are always in the neutral zone, and no one calls anything.
Yes,
the Vikings did that thing where they had a guy lay down.
They had a guy in the neutral
across
zone.
from the center, and his whole helmet is in the fucking neutral zone. Like, if you want to
I don't
complain
really
about the officiating,
understand why when they
Sitting there-
set up the tush push, the ref doesn't just come in and establish the neutral zone and make sure everybody's on sides. When they place the ball, why would you not just have that be a thing?
right?
Just like, I don't know. I really don't like. We ran QB sneaks in high school and middle school. The ref would establish to make sure people are not, whatever. And then the referees, or if we have wide receivers, they line up and they put their hand up. I guess you can't do that in the NFL anymore. But it's like, I don't know. It seems to me like it's ridiculous. And I'm sure the tush push is going to get banned.
This is
Fine
last
with
year.
that.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
is the swan song.
I'm
of the
fine
It
with
tush
has
that.
to be because it's causing too much problems for
It's
everybody
just
else.
too comical.
Nobody else can do
as
it.
a play.
So they got to ban
Which,
it.
yeah, exactly. Which is ridiculous.
If the Chiefs could do it, they'd be like, "Oh, it's fine."
Well, in basketball, they had to nerf a few people. Shaquille O'Neal had to, make the game. They had to change the rules so that he, wasn't so dominant. But
Side note: I learned this the other day from John. They made an Otani rule of when you take him out as a pitcher, he can still bat.
Yes.
That's the Otani rule. Anyway,
Well, yeah, when he was on the Angels, they made that
complete
rule.
side note.
did
but
not know that. Okay, interesting.
I guess another big thing I've seen people blaming the officials for, which has never been called all of last season, when they put a big stink about the hip drop tackle.
Oh yeah, that was
never called once last
no,
year.
no.
Everyone complaining that Zach Bond or Braun, if you read Giants fans
Or listen to
messages.
Gerald.
Yes.
Our friend Gary.
A lot of people complaining that the Scadaboo injury was Zach Bond dropping a hip drop on Scadaboo. I don't know how many times you guys have watched this play. I know it's a disgusting play to go back and watch
twice.
over and over. The ball is definitely behind Cam, and he stops to like go back for it. So his legs are kind of like already like bending under him because Bond's behind him to defend the ball, and he's like stopping. So like I don't think you can watch the play and make your own decision.
I'm replaying in my head, and
I just think it's a perfect storm of the ball being in a bad spot, Scadaboo slowing down to try to go back and get it, Bond trying to defend the pass, and then bring Scadaboo down to the ground. And like all the worst things happen for Scadaboo, obviously, on that play. For a refereeing league that never threw that flag once last year, I don't know why we're calling for it now. You know it's not going to happen. And like I feel bad for the kid. Like, I mean, he was fun to watch.
Yeah.
I mean, and I want to beat teams at their
wish he
best.
was not
So like
a
no one has
Giant.
any excuses why we beat them. Yeah, for
He
sure.
would have been a
He was not
perfect
a Giant.
Eagles type of player.
He would have been awesome. Like, yeah.
Or a Bill Belichick Patriot.
Yeah.
Yeah, he would definitely be one of those guys. And I would
Rob
hate him.
Gronkowski. Yeah. He would also fit on the Raiders, I feel like, if they hadn't taken Genty. But yeah, no, I'm fully affect his career, kill his career, but I don't know why people are worried like a great injury like that. Like, it's just like a freak. Or positions in the NFL that are that much like something's gonna tear. Like the way that he landed, the way his legs run, like something bad is gonna happen with that, and they're very rare. Like a lot of situations are quick, whatever, but that was like specifically horrible. And I think to be like Zach Bond, like, oh, it was like people are complaining that they didn't call a flag for a hip drop tackle
Midway through the next season.
Yeah, I don't really understand why that.
When it doesn't even seem to be like a thing they're worried
like
about
targeting
anymore.
the Eagles in particular, and that's probably a Giants fan, which
People are
we've
just
heard
butthurt
the
that
IQ
the
is
Eagles are doing.
very high.
Yeah, it's IQ, according to gambling.com, whatever that's worth. I guess the last play I've seen people complain about was the OPI on Darius Slayton versus Quinyon Mitchell, which, like, even in real time, like, where did all that separation come from?
True. That's exactly what Bennett said right away. I was watching with
I screamed it here, too. I was like, there's no way.
So Bennett, I was watching with my friends in South Philly, and right away, when it obviously panned at Slayton catching the ball down the field, Bennett just goes, "How?" on Quinyon? Like, and I was like, "Oh yeah, true," because I didn't realize it was Quinyon. In slow-mo, everything kind of looks whatever.
You can find whatever you want to
suspect.
find.
You can kind of find. I don't know if it was the most outright OPI I've ever seen. Definitely wasn't. But
There's like another weird circumstances of things coming together. Quinyon was like slowing down to try to track. It wasn't a great throw.
they were both hand fighting too.
Yeah.
So it's like
Quinyon's hand got caught. I don't think he was grabbing, but it definitely got caught in the shoulder pads.
Can I say
He's been pretty handsy lately.
if we were yeah, that's true. If it was opposite and it was Devontae Smith on Deontay Banks or whoever the hell, we would definitely be like, fuck that call. That call sucks. Because I will say it was a close call, in my opinion.
This is definitely Homer bias, but like I don't think Devontae Smith. All right, so this brings me to another play. It wouldn't be that close.
Well,
Devontae
I
Smith.
mean, obviously, let's say Jahan Dotson, Marshawn Lattimore.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. Like that type
So
of situation.
there's another play. It's less significant because it was like
Marshawn Lattimore, but,
yes,
some good corner.
some guy named Lattimore. One of them.
I meant just a good corner in our division.
There are
Yeah,
none. They're all on our
They're
team.
all close.
Literally
Quinyon.
cannot. Marshawn Lattimore
And
might be
Cooper
the best corner
DeJean.
outside- Yeah, well, outside of us. I mean, Trev Hunt
There was
is-
another play that I saw. It's not as memorable because it had. I mean, it was a first down, but Devontae Smith ran a comeback route, and Banks just like could not hang because obviously Devontae's a tactician when he's running routes. And when you watch it again in slow motion, Devontae's hand comes up and Banks keeps running for 6 yards. And like, if you're going to tell me Devontae Smith is strong for his size, if you're going to tell me that one hand, I don't even think he touched him.
Yeah.
If you're going to tell me one hand of Devontae Smith sent a guy 6 yards down, no way. No way. So Giants fans, I agree with you that tush push was a fumble. I don't think that changes the outcome of this game.
I agree.
Don't think there's a hip drop on Scattaboo.
That's bullshit.
OPI on Slayton is in real time. It did not look right.
In real time,
something looked wrong about
something
it.
looked wrong. In slow-mo, you could definitely say that they were both hand fighting and that it wasn't really that much of a push off, and it was more of like him just kind of like happening to hit his shoulder. But at the same time, like slow-mo, who knows? And he did definitely get like a little bit of forward, like a little. It's just that it wasn't that much. I think he already did kind of have a little bit of separation on Quignon, which is a little
Concerning,
especially because it's Darius Slayton, who is, by my estimation, terrible compared to the money that he's being paid for.
Right.
What he's doing at wide receiver, because he had that big deal after being a good Lions player with Matt Stafford. So, Matt Stafford, it's going to make anybody look very good. But I guess moving on from the Eagles game, do we want to move on?
Anything else on this game?
You brought up the Jahan Dotson touchdown.
Yeah.
It was a poorly thrown ball.
Very bad ball.
It was.
Really great play by Jahan.
It was.
Sure. And then who was wide open on the other side, which you brought to my attention?
Oh, Devontae Smith. Again, route running, wide open. The corner covering him. I didn't see who it was. Fell down halfway through the route. And he probably had like 10 yards separation. Yeah.
I am glad that Jahan caught the ball because I won a little bit of money.
Me too.
So
I think everyone at the bar did because I don't know. This is another thing about the Giants. AJ Brown's out. What are you doing with Devontae Smith? Like he destroyed you.
Double him. Yeah.
The guy you would put on AJ.
It's Jahan Dotson and John Mechie. No offense to Jahan Dotson.
Not John Mechie no more.
Yeah, but for that game it was. And come on now. And now it's even it's Coop.
The other Coop.
Cooper, yeah.
Well, I guess before we move off the Eagles entirely, not really much to talk about Michael Carter II, I don't think.
So my only question for you guys would be: would you prefer him trying to play outside corner and leaving Coop in the slot, or because Coop is such a versatile athlete, and Michael Carter's 5'10", and
I don't know much.
Arms, like a smaller, so he's more of a slot guy. Like he's a good tackler, or maybe he's 6 foot, he's around there. What would you prefer? Coop sliding outside?
So I don't know much, but I've been reading a couple things about this thing. It seems like they would use the new guy in the slot and push Coop out because the new guy's never really played outside.
Yep.
So why would you bring him in here in a whole new defense? Be like, oh yeah,
so
go do this thing you never did.
The Jets had one of the best secondaries in the league when they had Sauce Gardner, DJ Reed on the outside, who are both big long corners with they're both 6'2", 6'3" with long arms, and then Michael Carter in the slot. And if Coop is a big rangy corner, he could play outside corner.
Coop's going to be great wherever he plays.
I agree. And I think
you put him in a backup quarterback.
I honestly agree. I think maybe not quarterback because his arms are so long that might be weird. But he's a wide receiver, dude. He's a freak athlete. I think he's one of those guys that's just built just insanely whatever. He's just a weird athlete. But I would like to put him out outside, have the two sophomores at outside corner, and then Michael Carter at slot.
Coop would want to be outside at some point in his career because he'd make more money doing that.
I don't know. I think he could. He would make more money. But I think, it's true. But I think he could establish a market for if he gets a good agent and was this is a whole different talk. But if he got a good agent and was hey, I'm essentially a third linebacker, just also a corner,
also a safety.
Can you I can play very good zone, very good man. Rangy athlete, can tackle incredibly well, can blitz. I would also like to see some Coop blitzes from the slot too, if we're gonna continue to run him at slot. But if we're keeping Michael Carter at the slot, even having Coop blitz from the outside and have like Reed slide over or something.
Sorry, guys, I'm trying to find Keely Ringo stats for last week. I'm pretty sure
he
he
would. I was trying to.
I don't think he gave
Full
up
time.
a catch, and I also don't think he was targeted at all.
Also, why wouldn't you do
but
that?
I know Jackson Dart didn't go to the right hand side because he was trying to avoid Quinion as well.
But also, just
why would you
target.
Why would you not throw at
Keely?
Ringo
Yes,
every single
I agree.
fucking time?
I think going
Maybe I'll
back
watch
to
as many of those
the
games as we do.
damn, where did I see this? All right, we'll skip the Keely Ringo thing.
Hmm.
I think Cooper DeJean needs to come out and show Riley Moss what's up.
I agree.
Although Riley Moss has a tough task ahead of him with Surtain going down, but we can save that for another time.
That's true. For our picks.
Is there any?
I guess the only other thing I would say, ask you guys before moving off the Eagles, lots of rumors today that were hot for Myles Garrett.
Mm-hmm.
The reported bounty is 3 1s. How do we feel about 3 1s
We're
for
not
Myles
getting
Garrett?
Myles Garrett.
All right, in a vacuum, we're not getting Myles Garrett. Would you trade 3 first-round picks for Myles Garrett?
How old is he?
28?
No, he's not a year older than me. There's no way he's 2 years old.
It's a lot. It's a lot to give up.
29.
And you don't have to pay him. I mean, you have to pay him, but you don't have to pay him. Wait, you don't have to pay him. They paid him.
He'll be 30 in December. Yeah, the Browns would probably have to eat some of that salary.
I don't know. It's a lot, man.
3 1s? Just 3 1s.
Just 3 1s.
Straight up 3 1s for Myles Garrett.
Yep, and let's say the money works out nice. The Browns are on the hook.
So the Browns are on the hook, we'll say, for like probably 70% for the first year, like 50% for the second
whatever
year,
the guarantees
and then
were.
like maybe nothing for the third year. Like we pay it, or like 20%, something like that, whatever.
My Madden
Maybe it
brain.
goes down, something like that. I don't know. I feel like that's how they would work it out, something like that, because I don't think the Browns would just continue to outright pay his salary the whole time that we traded. But I don't know.
Contracts are crazy, dude.
That's true. But I guess in a vacuum, my worry would be, and this is like just the general manager nerd in me, like I would worry about paying Jalen Carter and Jordan Davis, who I hope we're going to keep both. I would imagine at this point from their production this year.
I feel like you're not going to be able to keep both because then you're also going to have to keep Quinion and Coop at some point.
Same
And
year,
you're gonna have
too,
to
which
figure-
sucks.
You're going to have to figure out what you're doing with N'Kobe Dean.
I think we're going to let N'Kobe walk and draft an edge.
Sure,
and
but
leave Jihad.
he's so good when he's out there. The defense
That's
has
true.
changed
He is
since he
really
came
good.
back.
Yeah, and he
So.
shoots the gap so much on run plays. You're right. He creates so many
It's at least
he doesn't
sensation
get
to
it.
have.
No, you're 100% right. Doesn't even if he get a tackle for a loss, he shoots the gap so many. He's such a smart player overall, and he's not like obviously he's a little small and like
It hasn't
he's fast
mattered.
as shit,
It hasn't mattered the last
no, it
2
has
years.
not mattered. But
This season since he's been back in the last year, it hasn't
that's true.
mattered.
Yeah, it has not mattered. But I think I just think with Jihad and
I mean,
money
they
we paid Zach Bond, I
they've
just don't think we're going
already basically told him you're not coming back next year.
Yeah,
But
which I think unless we decide to slide Jihad to like if we were moving to like more of like a hybrid 3-4-4-3, which Vic I don't think will do.
Yeah.
So Vic's not going to change his scheme. So I think like in the Tampa 2, if we could slide Jihad to like an edge rusher, but then I don't know.
But to answer John's question, in my Madden brain, yes, I'm making that trade, but you better win now
So that's the thing. I guess
because you're gonna fuck yourself.
Howie's never going to fuck that much capital
That's what I
to
agree with.
gamble for winning a
I don't
championship.
think it'll ever happen, but if
No, it won't
I
happen.
was in
Myles
charge-
Garrett next to Jalen Carter has me so hard. Just the thought of it.
Like right now,
Even
Yeah.
Jalen Hunt has
we're
looked
both
solid
jerking
the
each
last
other off
few
under
weeks.
the table.
Didn't Jalen Hunt have a pick 6?
Against the Vikings, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So he's looked solid.
And
for
he had a
us.
lot of pressures and
Yep.
couldn't finish last week. It looked bad.
Imagine-
The end of those plays looked bad.
True, but imagine if you had Myles Garrett in there. with
Yes.
you. Yeah.
Yes. So I guess to play devil's advocate on that real quick and not to hang on this for too long.
Yeah.
3 1s. Let's say the Eagles are good.
At
and
the
you're
bottom
trading
of the draft.
3 late ones. So our last 3 late ones were Nolan Smith, Quinion Mitchell, and Jihad Campbell. So
Is Quinion Mitchell considered a late one? Because it wasn't
27.
it's 27.
Oh, 27.
That's
I thought he was
yeah,
like
it's
20.
bottom 5. Yeah, no, 27.
Nolan was like 30.
That's why his number's 27.
And Jihad was 32, obviously. Or 31. Someone lost a pick
31.
last year.
31.
Well, they're all.
I think the Dolphins
Good
still have
players.
picks lost because of their.
I don't think Nolan Smith's getting re-signed because he can't.
So I'm
sell
not
two.
saying all those guys aren't here, but it's like if you're looking at, let's say we trust Howie and the scouting team to find guys like that in the first round late, and you're going to pass on
I trust them to
those.
find guys in the late round. I mean, look at our late round picks recently. Have been overall. You expect
Ajomo?
like,
It was like a 6 or
Ajomo
7 round
is-
pick.
Dude, Ajomo is like, if you're for 5th, 6th, and 7th round picks, you're expecting like 1 out of every like 6 that you make to hit. You know, in those late rounds are like undrafted guys, and Howie just kills it in those rounds. I think in general, I think overall Howie moves on from guys and doesn't trade a lot of picks for big names. So I don't think it will happen.
Yeah,
but I think
Any other organization with our roster probably would,
yes,
just to try to get another one.
yes.
Hey, I wouldn't hate it at the time if it does. Let's just
But
say
I don't-
magically it happens.
Hate our current I think we're an edge rusher for sure away. But if we what if we trade for Myles Garrett and then he tears his ACL on like the first snap? Like it's like
That's a lot of. You can't what if that though. That could happen anytime.
That's true.
Also,
but
that
it's
man's a
3
robot. I'm not even sure that he has an ACL.
That's fair.
Robots
He might
know
just
robots,
have-
man.
Yeah, that's true. Mutual respect, but no, he might just have I don't know. Who knows what's in there? But 3 first rounds is a lot.
It
of
is a
capital.
lot. I don't
That's
see
a
how
lot
he
of
doing it.
capital. That's 3 years of what happens.
So this is me saying this.
devil's advocate. Myles
He
Garrett.
is older than Micah Parsons, but he's
Yeah.
a physical freak that Micah Parsons is not.
So, yes. I mean, he is Superman. He is the
Yes, like
he to me is like who's the Larry Allen? Like he's like that level of like what the hell?
How are you real?
Like how are you an actual like Larry Allen apparently had like 40-inch biceps or something ridiculous and was like an offensive like
Or like Jim Brown back in the day.
yes, yeah.
It doesn't sound real.
How are you Will Chamberlain? How are you
How are you a person?
real like they're like
How are you made?
but I think Myles Garrett, I would rather trade 3 first-round picks for Micah Parsons. I would do that in a heartbeat
Interesting.
because he's younger, and I think he
Probably like a year ago, right?
Well, do you know what the best availability is?
Ability.
Ability.
Yeah, agreed.
And
Big peach guy.
Miles Garrett's got it.
Yeah, that's
You're-
true.
So
I'd have to look
Garrett
into
all
it,
the time.
but Mike is hurt all the time.
Yeah, that's true. And
Michael, according to Jerry.
Yeah, Michael. And Michael.
Jerry Jones.
Michael. And Jerry Jones. And
Glad you clarify.
and,
Clarifying.
well, that's true, honestly. Quays, Zach Braun,
Zach Brown, baby.
KK.
Anyway,
So I guess moving on.
well, do we have before you move on from the Eagles completely? Do we have any preview thoughts about the upcoming Packers game?
I guess we can, because it's not this week
Yeah.
slate of picks, so we can talk
It's
about it.
for like
30 for
seconds,
future.
a minute,
Yeah, I mean,
whatever.
yeah, fair.
Anybody has anything to say?
I am not a believer in Jordan Love. I'm not sold on Jordan Love.
Same.
I don't know which receiver is like their number 1 receiver.
They don't know
Either
that.
do they.
Exactly. So
They're all the
Same.
same.
exactly.
Except Romeo Dobbs. You know he's out there because of his helmet. Also, I want to see what his helmet looks like this week
I know.
with the
those
Guardian
stupid
cap
He
and
has-
stupid
leather.
throwbacks.
It's so weird watching that guy with his like.
So my only
Fathead
take
helmet.
is they're going to have ugly uniforms. Is Micah healthy?
I believe so.
Yeah.
What an ability he has.
It's the ability he has.
True. I don't have anything else.
I've called the
Josh
Packers out
Jacobs
as
is good.
being frauds on this podcast before,
You have.
but I've also called the Bills out on being frauds. So take that with a grain of salt, everyone.
Josh Jacobs is good.
Josh Jacobs is good. That O-line is decent.
Defensive line is good.
Yeah, Josh Jacobs scares me a little bit because we have issues with the run.
The Eagles know how to handle Michael Parsons, so even if he
Michael.
plays, I'm not worried about it.
He's
Yeah.
nothing. Micah is nothing. Anyway, what's
All right,
the next?
on that note.
What's the next sport, guys?
What do you want to do? You want to kick Sixers?
You want to go Flyers first?
I can do Flyers first. So Philadelphia Flyers since last recording have won 3 games, lost 1.
That's pretty good.
Pretty exciting. We had a Saturday matchup with the New York Islanders at 12:30. Came back and won in a shootout, which like never happens for the Flyers. Starting the beginning of this week, we sent. I should stop talking about people on this podcast because they keep getting cut from the team.
I saw they did make a trade.
Well, Emil Andre got sent down.
boy.
He's back. He came back up. He played today. They sat Zamula. Jet Luchenko, which as his first name would apply, very fast, heady, young guy. They sent him back to his OHL team Monday.
Is he Russian?
I don't know. You can look that up.
Is he like soccer ball?
He, no one likes soccer ball like Mishka likes soccer ball. So we sent Luchenko back to his OHL team, the Gulf Storm, which I'm surprised they're allowed to call their team that in Canada. I guess like they're like that has nothing to do with anything.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah. So I think Luchenko made the team because he had such a good end of the season last year with Lehigh Valley. He didn't really pop off the screen at all this year, even though I'm rooting for the guy. Canadian. Luchenko.
Sounds Russian.
I've talked about Nikita Grabenkin on this podcast before. He jumps off the fucking screen when he's out there.
Okay.
He's like a younger Nick Delorier. If you guys know him, he's like just a goon. He's going to go out there. He might give you like a little offensive upside. He's just out there. He's going to fight somebody.
I like that.
I love that.
Grabenkin's got a lot more skill upside, and he'll also go out there and fight somebody. He's missing his like 3 front teeth. If you ever want to watch an interview with him, it's a good time. But he got cut from the lineup this week as well. Anyway, Luchenko back to the OHL. His OHL team named him a co-captain last night, and then this morning woke up to news that his OHL team traded him away. So I don't know what that says about how his OHL team felt about him, but hopefully we're going onward and upward from here.
Why would they name him captain?
Great discourse from his
Can I say that again?
Teammates.
Why would they name him a captain,
Co-captain.
prior to trading him the day next?
Yeah, that's crazy. It's crazy, man. I don't
Speaking.
know. But he's 20 years old now, so he'll probably be up with the big squad next year. I would imagine he'd also finish this season with the Phantoms again. So hopefully we get those scoring numbers up. Danny Briere said it was just to be with they wanted him to play higher minutes, which is just like a weird thing to say because like who's keeping him from playing more minutes? Tocchet? Like what does Tocchet have to say on the player? Because no one's holding your hand and telling you not to play the guy. Anyway, Tuesday we played the Penguins in a really weird game. There appeared to be a winner on both sides before there ever was one. Malkin scored on a goal where he was the extra attacker on a delayed penalty, but the goalie had not made it to the bench yet. And then Forster scored. I didn't go back and watch it, but apparently a defenseman was offsides. And there's like 3 other guys I was watching on the blue line when they kept showing the replay. I was at a bar without sound, so I apologize for that.
I was there with you watching this game, and I was like, I think I like the Flyers. And you said, don't do that to yourself.
Oh, yeah. And then I was like, I think I like the Sixers. And you're like, don't do that to yourself.
Yeah, true.
I
agree.
And then tonight they came back and they beat the actually they didn't even come back. They beat the Nashville Predators 4-1 pretty handedly. Josh locked it up so early that it was never in doubt.
I know.
Next week I'm going to come on the podcast and talk about how we stole 2 elite prospects from the Anaheim Ducks. I just need to look into it a little bit more. Jamie Drysdale, who I always wanted to like when we got him for that bitch ass Billy Gauthier.
I know that band.
He did not have the best availability, which is ability, and was like never on the ice the last 2 years. But this year, like he's exactly what we needed him to be, a stout defenseman that had a right-hand shot and can come out on the power play and contribute as like the quarterback or the point guard, however you guys want to look at it on the power play.
Stout.
I like either.
Just having a really good season this year so far, knock on wood. And then his best friend, Trevor Zegers, who we got over the offseason, there has not been a home game where he does not have a point yet this year.
That's good.
made a lot of news on Tuesday night because he punched a dude's helmet off while he was on the ground. But like, I don't care. Like, whatever happens in a rivalry game stays in a rivalry game.
Wait, that's not a good reason to make the news.
I mean, the guy was on the ground and he came up behind him and punched his helmet off. It was kind of a bitch move, but like, since he's a Flyer,
Oh, I thought he was on the
I'm
ground
down
and
with it.
punched someone.
No, guy was on the ground and he came over and he was just like, and then he kind of hit behind the ref, which like,
I did see that.
kind of a
That
bitch
was
move, but also like funny at the same time.
True.
Plus, like
Also,
the dude's scoring, so like I'm not gonna hate on him right now.
I like Jared McCain, so what do I know?
Well, I mean, we can talk about that later.
We
when
will.
talk
How's
about
that gonna
the
work?
second
Yeah, sorry,
because
that was random. Well, we'll see.
I don't know how I feel about that. So yeah, we'll see the Flyers again on this Saturday, Sunday against all the Canada teams. We got the Maple Leafs, the Flames, and then the Canadiens next Tuesday, and then we should be talking to you guys on Wednesday. I guess the only thing of note, Sam Ersson going to IR. Looks like it's only going to be a 7-day stint for a groin. Koloslav's up for an emergency backup right now, but Dan Vladar, pretty much anything you could want from a goalie right now. Ersson has not looked good. So Kolosov is definitely going to get a start this weekend. I hope it's against Calgary because they are not as good as Toronto, but we'll see what Rick Tocchet goes with. And I don't know. You guys have any questions about the Flyers? Or are we good to move on? Everyone excited? Everyone excited about
told
hockey?
me everything I need to know.
All
Very
right,
fired up.
that's what
I
I'm
do
here
have
for.
one question. What is your overall outlook for the season? Like, what do you think? So far, it's been very short. Obviously, with both basketball and hockey, it's very short so far. We don't have a lot of evidence for anything. But what do you see through?
Yeah, we talked off camera earlier about how like I give the team 10 games before I kind of decide what kind of team they are.
Yep.
New coaching staff in the building is always interesting. It does look like the guys are like buying into what Rick Tockett's doing. Obviously, he's going to be like a well-respected guy in the community and in this building, just because of what he did with the Flyers in the past.
Yeah, sure.
I think that this team is going to compete night in and night out. I don't think that this is a playoff team because I'll sit down and watch random hockey games whenever something's on, and I'm like, man, the Flyers are not close to competing with guys like this. Well, that being said, we did compete with the Florida Panthers. They're missing their captain, so that's a whole other story. I think this team could push for a wild card spot this year.
Okay.
The goalie is going to be the soft spot because Vladar has never really proved himself anywhere for more than 1 or 2 years anywhere before this.
Yeah.
So him looking good right now is nice, but like sometimes it does take two goalies.
Yeah.
The last time the Flyers made the playoffs, Carter Hart and Sam Ersson actually were like finally gelling together. So I think it's going to come down to goaltending.
Yeah.
And then a lot of people on Mishkov about his slow start to the season. I think there's like a lot of underlying circumstances there, but we'll see what happens. I think any given night you can sit down and watch the Flyers and have a good time. I can't promise you anything more than that. If you get invested for the season, you might not have fun, and then you can just sit next to me and have a drink, and we'll get ready for the Phillies.
I had that fun on Tuesday, so that was cool.
I guess I'm going to kick it over to the Sixers.
Yeah. I guess moving on to the 4-0, the 4-0 76ers. So I'm obviously incredibly excited. I forget what we were last, if we had talked about the Celtics game on here. I think we had talked about the Celtics game last podcast, right?
I think it had just ended.
It just ended, yeah. So I guess my number one note obviously would be VJ Edgecombe looks like a star so far.
Yeah.
It's full, so especially with the 76ers.
He's better than Michael Jordan, I've heard.
So having
for his first 4-game pace.
Well, I guess on right now.
He's on pace for Rookie of the Year is what I've heard.
Well, that is, again, on pace. But I think my big thing with the 76ers is we're 4 games in, having done a lot of research recently for a podcast episode, a solo podcast episode we're going to release about the 76ers. There's been a lot of years where we've started off very good. and then things have crumbled. I'm very excited about VJ Edgecombe. Tyrese Maxey just continues to take steps. I know you've always said like Tyrese Maxey is like your favorite player to watch because it's like hustle all the time, energy, like constantly running, constantly, just like never, I don't know. He's always like, and no moment is too big for him. And I'm so excited with the steps that he continues to take. I every year thought this is the year that he kind of plateaus and is like, whether it was like a sixth man or like a star and now a superstar. I mean, he looks like a superstar player. I believe he's averaging like over 30 points, around 30 points right now a game. He's amazing. And we got him 21st overall. So that was definitely a steal.
How many years ago now?
6. It's crazy.
He's
5.
so young still.
Kentucky?
Kentucky, yeah. Which is crazy that we got him out of Kentucky at 20.
He's in his early 20s or something.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's like.
He was like, what, 19 when he came in?
Yeah, he's like 24, 25 now. Yeah, and he was like 19 when we.
He's been in the league, which seems like forever, but he's a young dude.
I know he is, and he's
getting better.
The sky's the limit. He just continues, and like he gives me Allen Iverson vibes, where he just has like the first, like I guess you could say Drew Holiday kind of a little bit like a guard that was like scorer. I mean whatever, like culture, but I think Tyrese Maxey has like kind of as the kids say aura. He just kind of has that.
It's a little scrappy.
Vibe. Yeah, he's just a little like. I don't know. He's got that dog in him, but big news for the Sixers moving forward. Obviously, we've been doing really well. I don't want to, skip over going 4-0. I think overall, Bona looked really good. I had a Bona while watching.
Me too.
How do you like Adam Apples?
Yeah, how do you like Adam Apples? I did not like that call. But outside of that, he looked like a defensive monster. If he and Andre Drummond can run, significant minutes to make sure that Embiid doesn't, get hurt right away, I think that would be great. I think Embiid's obviously slowly returning to form. I'm not sure how much left he has in the tank, but he is definitely returning to, himself. He had 25 points against a Wizards front court that is pretty talented. He went from having 4 against a very hurt Celtics front court that is not talented. So he's definitely, getting back to
that
form.
was game 1.
Yeah, exactly.
So
from as you said, like a year and a half getting off basically. So overall, I think our front court, I'm very happy at the center position at the 5 with Embiid, Drummond, Bona. We have 3 solid options. I think at the 4, it's a little interesting. Kelly Oubre is great. He's very underrated at this point, honestly. I think he provides energy, defense, hustle. Maybe not so much defense, but hustle for sure. And I think he's going to be a good forward in a very weak forward group. I'm very excited with our guards and, as I said, our centers, with those 3 centers, and then with our guard, with McCain coming back to full health, we currently have Tyrese Maxey, Jared McCain, VJ Edgecombe, Quentin Grimes, just as our starting 4 guards. I just think that's one of the best 4 in the league. I'm not sure who else has that good. Maybe the Thunder for sure. But outside of that, I'm not really sure. I think with those 3 centers, and then hopefully Paul George will do something.
Will we see Paul George at any point this year?
Yeah, he's back. So the entire.
Do you want to see Paul George
yes,
at any point?
Yes, that was my next question.
That's a very good question. I don't really want him to get significant minutes for a little bit. I want them to work him back into the rotation. I don't really care if we're paying him a lot and he sits on the bench.
He's going to suck, so he's just
if he ruins the mojo that we have right now by taking, basketball's it's a game of runs. So if you screw something up, I don't know. I like our unit right now. I do like adding Jared McCain back in. I think Jared McCain will be awesome off the bench. He's not a very good defender, obviously. His TikToks are very sauce, but he's our guy. But will provide a spark off the bench offensively that I think, will be very good. He'll be kind of like a 6-man, especially if Edgecombe's going to be a starter, which I really like at this point, because Edgecombe provides a lot on the defensive end too, with how athletic he is and like rangy. I think if you run Maxi Grimes, Edgecombe, I guess either Dominic Barlow or Jabari Walker, take your pick, and Joel Embiid is your starting 5, and then you run McCain and Bona, Drummond, whoever else off the bench. Like I think that's a very good unit. Kelly Oubre also. Kelly Oubre should be our starting 4 for sure.
I've seen a lot of jokes that Adam Silver is going to hit Kelly Oubre with his car again if the Sixers are too good this year. Like, obviously, there was that whole thing with him getting hit by a car on his bicycle. But, like, what's the Adam Silver involvement? Or is that just, like, people
I think it's just, like, a joke. Because, like, I
was like, I must be missing something.
No, I haven't seen any of that, and I must be missing something, too. Because, like, as far as I know, Adam Silver is just kind of, like, a joke, like, of an owner. He's kind of the same as Roger Goodell, honestly, where they're just kind of, well, Roger Goodell's slightly more respected. So, imagine that. Yeah, exactly. Imagine that.
Oh, okay.
Adam Silver is just like not respected. Like he's just, I don't know. He's kind of like the Kelly Oubre car thing. We've talked about how I don't know what happened with that. That's
I don't think anyone ever will.
Yeah, that's a whole. Yeah, I think that was. I don't know what happened there. I don't know what was going on. But going back to the Sixers, I think our biggest weakness is obviously the forward position. We can, guarding guys like Kevin Durant who are like 6'10" and can shoot. We have guys like Kelly Oubre, but like Embiid and Drummond cannot keep up on the perimeter with that foot speed, obviously. So I think Oubre, Jabari Walker, Dominic Barlow, those are guys that are really going to be like key and pivotal to our success because like the guards are clearly very good right now. Embiid hopefully will come back to at least like 70% of what he was a few years ago in his MVP form. Bona seems to be a defensive monster at least, and Drummond gets every rebound. So it's really all about the forward position. To move on and not to keep on dragging on, I'm very excited for the future. This team's obviously not going to be 82-0, but starting off 4-0 is awesome.
We're trending that way.
Yeah, true. We're on pace for it. But the young guys are on fire. It really helps how great guys like, again, Adam Bona, 2nd round pick, which in the NBA is like a 7th or 6th or 5th round pick. Like the first round is like the first 3 rounds, and then it's 2 rounds. You really get one good guy, and then you get a guy that's like,
you get like right, top 3 picks, and then everybody else, and then the second round.
I mean, essentially, there's like the top 3 are really, depending on the draft, the first round is really good, depending on how like strong it is. If it's like 1 good guy, 5 good guys, whatever it is. The second round is always like just if you find a guy. There's only been 1 second round player that has won MVP ever. So like
Gilbert Arenas?
Jokic.
Oh.
So you really are guessing in the second round. So to get Bona, who could give us good minutes, is great. Upcoming games that we have, we play the Celtics tomorrow. I believe that is at home, and that is an NBA Cup game. So that will start off the NBA Cup season for us.
Lock it in.
We'll see how we do in that. I mean, that is, in my opinion, very unimportant and useless. And
sure
is.
Really
that counts different from the regular season record?
No, it's the same. It's the same for your record. It's just part of the NBA Cup, and then the only game that doesn't, if you make the NBA Cup finals, that's the only game that doesn't count towards you. Every other game is already scheduled.
So what's the point of making the finals if it doesn't count?
Money.
Oh.
Yeah. Plus, there's something else I forget, but it's something about seeding or something.
Well, that's not that important then.
Yeah, it's stupid, and it's just they're the NBA again. Adam Silver sucks, but let's go Sixers. 10-9-8. I'm excited. I'm more optimistic than I've been about the Sixers in 2 years, 3 years. So
That's something.
That's huge. So I'm really excited. I'm at least going to have fun watching the season, barring a horrible injury to either Edgecombe or Maxey. But either way, 2 exciting players to watch. So
So the Sixers are the Flyers, is what I'm learning.
essentially, they're going to be a
Oh,
very
I just feel the
team.
same about the Flyers every year.
So this year is different for the Sixers. I don't know if it'll go it might go the same. Like we might end up being terrible, but at least this year I'm really excited.
There are
4
some
games
young.
is a good.
Okay.
There are some young pieces on the team to be excited about.
And there's multiple. So it's not like if one of them's going to get hurt because we're the Philadelphia 76ers. One of them's going to have maybe.
Embiid.
Honestly,
Embiid. Well,
yeah, that's true.
That's a given.
Honestly, that I'm expecting. The young pieces is what I'm excited for. Like Embiid, I hope, well, I want to win one for the guy, but I, at the same time,
oh yeah, take it off.
I definitely want to win one for the guy, but at the same time,
Nobody saw that your laptop was for sure in front of it the
That's
whole
fair.
time.
Oh, yeah.
Stand up, take it off. Let's
Oh,
fucking go.
yeah.
It's a
I
21.
definitely want to win one for the guy, but I don't know. I think that the biggest thing that excites me, is all the young players on the team. I think they're going to be really good.
All the young
Dominic,
boys.
yeah. Dominic Barlow will be a big riser if he can play better defense and maybe not be so sporadic when he has the ball in his hands. I think he would be a very good 12th, 11th guy that can play defense off the bench, something like that. So
All right.
that's a name to watch. We'll see what ends up happening.
So
he's been kind of up and down. So
is that
moving on to college football.
Yeah, so
Do
we
you
got-
want to talk college football?
We got all
We got
the
time.
local sports. We got, what do you want, college stuff or picks?
What are we at time wise?
We are at 52 minutes.
Okay, not bad. Let's go college sports. I think it's quick this week.
I'll jump in with Penn State. I don't have much to say about the football team because no one has much to say about the football team. Today started Penn State versus Ohio State weekend. Penn State hockey is out in Columbus, as well as the football team will be out in the Horseshoe on Saturday. The following last week, Penn State moved up back to 4 in the rankings hockey-wise. Matches their season high so far. All the Michigans are in front of us, which is driving me crazy, but we'll play them at some point. Big Ten play started tonight. We've had a kind of a lack of quality opponents. Opened the season out in Arizona State and swept them. So that was a good way to start the season. But since then I've played Clarkson, Forks down. Following that, we played Clarkson, dropped the game to them. We played Long Island University.
LIU.
That sounds like a win.
Swept them, and then we played Stonehill, swept them. So you could question Penn State playing quality opponents.
When does that start happening?
They played Ohio State tonight.
Oh,
yeah,
Big
there we
Ten
go.
play.
Maybe.
Penn State, 4th overall. Ohio State's hockey team 17th overall. Starting at Monday this week, Penn State has one of the most dangerous lines in college hockey.
Nice.
Points-wise, Charlie Serrato, J.J. Webush, and Matt DeMarsico. I know it is a funny name, but he's a white dude that wears 86, and I love him. Charlie Serrato actually has the most points per game at the start of this week. In 8 games, he has 17 points.
That's a lot.
Webush in 8 games has 15 points. And then Matt DeMarsico has 13 in those 8 games. And obviously, if the line's buzzing, there's 3 guys on that line probably have a high chance of scoring a lot of points because they're all working well together. Going into tonight, played Ohio State in Columbus, like I said. Did not get off to the best start. Ohio State scored 2 goals on their first 2 shots. And then outshot Penn State 15-7, I believe. And then following that, Penn State just kind of locked it down. Had a lot of high scoring chances. Gavin McKenna had a goal that was waved off for goalie interference. J.J. Webush, who again second in the country in points per game, had a goal tonight that tied the game.
Oh.
And then they came back in the third period, scored 2 goals, and won the game 3-2. like most Penn State teams I've been used to in my life, they're not ready to start games, and then they just keep coming back and winning. So as long as this team never gives up on a game and comes back, I think they're going to have a really good season this year. So yeah, beat Ohio State in Ohio State tonight, 3-2. They play them again tomorrow night at 7:00, and then obviously Penn State, Ohio State, Saturday, big noon kickoff because Fox can't fucking get out of anybody's way. And I've said it a bunch in the last 2 weeks. Like, this is the year Penn State beats Ohio State for absolutely no reason in football.
I agree.
It doesn't
It's not gonna do
do
anything.
anything for us. Completely derails their season.
Definitely doesn't help
But
Franklin.
Ryan Day is the master of losing at home to bad teams that he should beat.
I 100% agree, and I think that I'm going to call it Ohio State either misses a field goal or Penn State hits a field goal to win this game for Penn State, and it's not going to matter to Penn State. Well, it would probably matter, like,
I'm here for the chaos.
yeah, morally.
So
But
if it happens,
yeah,
yes.
yeah,
Realistically,
I agree.
probably doesn't even happen. Don't even know what this line is on this game right now. It can't be anything good.
It's weird. It's like they would definitely win because that's how things go in this area.
There's no reason for it to happen.
Nothing.
So, yeah, that's all I got for Penn State. Go hockey, football. If you show up and win, like, that'll be cool and stuff. But I'm not actually expecting it. Yeah, it's Ohio State minus 19.5.
Okay. Would you take the points?
I have no.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Damn it.
I'm not brave enough. The money line right now is plus 800 though, so maybe I'll put $5 on that.
Okay.
Pay out a nice little $45. But yeah, that's all I got for Penn State right now. Go hockey.
Go hockey.
We're gonna roll through this Big Ten schedule and hopefully
Go hockey. Fuck the football.
show everyone who we are because we did not get a good start to the season last year. I guess the only other exciting thing I'll say is that all these guys that are leading the country in points are underclassmen, and they were here last year. And then, like I've talked about before on here, we added who's expected to be the number 1 overall prospect in Gavin McKenna to the team this year. And that dude's not even going to turn 18 until December. So, and I think he's got 7 points in 8 games, which, like, nothing to sneeze at. And anytime he's on the ice, he's just like that guy that you're like, something exciting could happen right now. Like watching Bryce, like you're not going to miss a Bryce Harper at back because something exciting could happen right there.
All right.
So yeah, we are.
Well, that's exciting.
Here we go.
Congratulations, John, on your hockey.
2 wins tonight. God, it feels so good, guys. I don't even know. I don't even know what to do with my
It's a
hands.
shame it wasn't one of the big clubs. Well, it was.
The Flyers won.
The Flyers are a big club.
Yeah.
All right.
There you go. Double hockey wins.
Double hockey.
I guess real quickly we can hit Pitt football before we move on to our takes for this week. I am very excited. Maybe like the Sixers, wrongfully excited. I think
Curtis has an inside joke that we don't know.
No, I'm just fired up. Well,
smiling.
I do.
Uh-oh, he's going to say something.
No, I have
Raunchy.
something to. No, nothing raunchy.
I think I got my swagger back.
I'm so excited for Pitt. I'm so fucking hype.
I need that explained to me.
It's a kid yelling, "I think I got my swagger back."
Yeah, I got that.
yeah. Well, I didn't know what you wanted to explain. Pitt, I think Pitt has their swagger back. I'm a little bit kidding, because I do think that we're gonna lose to Stanford this weekend because
Bunch of smart guys out there.
I know. Yeah, well, that's
Stanford
fair.
known for their football team?
No, they are not. And
Isn't that where Andrew Luck went, though?
Not
It
since
is.
Christian McCaffrey left there.
Andrew Luck currently is a coach there.
Oh, okay, that's right. Yeah, I remember that.
Offensive coordinator, I believe.
Offensive, yeah. But so to lay the whole thing out, Pitt obviously started off. I thought great quarterback. Holstein was going to be awesome. Whatever. Transfer from Alabama had been great last year. Got hurt. Whatever. Did not turn out good, and we started an 18-year-old freshman for 4 games ago. So through those,
I don't want
4
to cut you
games-
off, but
yes,
this does not make any sense.
yes.
Andrew Luck is apparently the general manager of Stanford University.
That's right. That's what it was.
What does that even mean?
That's so stupid. He's not
He-
a personality guy. He's like a football guy.
Well,
That's
he's
weird.
he
Anyway,
like
so
recruits and shit.
last 4 games that we've had an 18-year-old, a true freshman 18-year-old start who did not have a single other Power 4 offer outside of Pitt. He threw for 1,200 yards, 9 touchdowns, and 3 interceptions in 4 games.
Wow, that's something.
They just beat NC State. He beat Florida State, who was ranked 25th. I mean, they were frauds, but they were ranked 25th when he beat them. So in my notes, I put Pitt all the way back and then parentheses JK, because I don't think we really do have our swagger back. I think it's Pat Narduzzi. I think people I see people on Pitt Twitter looking forward. So we have our next 4 games are Stanford, who's unranked, Notre Dame, who's 12th, Georgia Tech, who's 8th, and Miami, who's 10th. Those are our last 4 games.
Can I just one up you real quick? So we play Ohio State this weekend.
Yes, this is not what I'm saying.
And then we play Indiana next weekend.
Okay.
It's going to be very bad.
But that's true.
Very bad football all
So
around.
what I'm saying is,
But when we ruin Ryan Day's day on Saturday. Go on. None of this matters.
that will definitely happen.
Penn State football does not matter.
These
But
are
so
all
what
words
I'm-
I don't understand.
What I'm saying is we have all these ranked games, right? We have these 3 teams that I've been looking at, when we had the original quarterback that is now benched, I was still looking at these games being like, these are going to be the big games this year. Anyway, I think people are overlooking. I see people on Pitt football Twitter getting way too excited, being like, oh, Holstein's going to head in 5-0 in his 5 games that he played. It's such a Pitt football. It would be such a Pitt football thing to do, to just lose to Stanford and ruin your season. We already have 2 losses. So technically we have like a 2% chance to make the college football playoffs if we win the ACC, which is like insane. We would have to win out, obviously, and like win handedly against all these ranked teams. But it could be done. If we lose to Stanford, it is beyond over. And at that point, it's like, I want chaos.
I don't want to be around
So
you
you're
that
saying
day.
there's a chance.
So I am saying that there is a chance, but I'm saying even more than the Sixers, it's a small chance, and I'm very hopeful. That was all I really had to say about Pitt football. Shout out Mason Heinschel.
Hell yeah.
I really hope he does not get paid a ton of money to transfer schools.
This is the freshman quarterback.
Yeah, his dad keeps posting pictures of him and like his whole family tailgating in like a Suburban, just like outside Pitt Stadium, and we'll like post a picture of Mason as like a little kid wearing Pitt gear and being like, "We love Pitt." So I'm really fucking hoping.
That'd be cool.
I'm really hoping that he'll stay for like, and like maybe we'll give him a bag, hopefully. But I know it's not what other schools could offer, and I'm sure Penn State's looking for a quarterback next year. So we'll see.
Our other one also got hurt this week.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I will not be cheering for Heinschel.
Bo Pribula. He transferred to Mizzou.
No, that guy. Okay. I will not be
Probably
cheering.
could have beat Vandy. That game would have been really good if Pribula didn't get hurt. Anyway, I'm sorry.
I won't be cheering for Heinschel if he transfers, but as of right now, I am the biggest Heinschel guy you can find.
Don't be Jordan Addison, man.
Exactly. Good example. That was what I was going to bring up. That's all the Pitt. I'm very excited. Pitt volleyball still balling. We're still, still keeping on. Did we want to talk about anything before we moved on to our picks segment?
I have no
I
college
think we got
stuff to say. So
If you want to review, John, what our picks look like, I'm going to run
from last week.
Yeah, I'm going to run a key real quick.
Well, everything was very tight last week, like a
that's what
toiga.
she said.
I
Point.
hate to tell you guys, but I beat you with a record of 8-5, and you both went 7-6.
I gotta stop picking New Orleans. I'm not gonna though. Fuck me. God damn it.
I'll keep yelling really loud for the peach flavored guy. Big flavored
I'm a
peach.
big flavor peach.
Big flavored peach. So for the Thursday night game, you guys both went Minnesota, which I guess made sense defensively.
I thought it did.
versus the Chargers offensive line, but Joe Alt wound up playing that game.
Sure did.
And no one on Minnesota wound up playing that game. So the Chargers won handedly, and I'm the only one who picked them. So that was one of the differences. Going on, we all picked Atlanta to beat Miami. We're idiots. We all picked the Bengals to beat the Jets. We're idiots.
Well,
We all picked the Patriots to beat the Browns, I think they played.
Oh, they didn't. That's right. They didn't beat the Browns.
They did beat the Browns.
Oh, they did.
So we're
yeah,
geniuses.
they did.
Oh, okay.
We
I
all
gotta
picked
cut that out. I sound like an idiot.
We all picked the Eagles to beat the Giants, which they did.
Smart.
You guys both picked the Bills to beat Carolina. I took a stand and said Carolina would come out at home and beat Buffalo. That game was not even close or competitive. And
Andy
Didn't
Dalton.
you call the Bills frauds?
I called the Bills frauds.
Can
Andy
we talk about that?
Dalton did nothing.
Does Buffalo beating Carolina make them any less of frauds?
No,
No.
There we go.
not at all.
So one
Oh,
It
day.
doesn't make
Okay.
them. It doesn't make
You
them.
thought that-
It doesn't make them. It doesn't make
All right,
them
I'm
more
gonna start
fraud.
calling good teams frauds when they play bad teams.
It doesn't make them more frauds. They just did their job. Anyway, what's
I think
next?
it makes them slightly less frauds.
All right,
but-
slightly less frauds, but I will run off their wins again this year.
No,
The
okay,
Ravens,
we know.
the Jets, the Dolphins, the Saints, and now the Panthers. They've lost to the Patriots and they've lost to the Falcons.
You know what? You're turning me, man.
Pause.
You're turning me so gay.
That's what I'm here for, man.
Because I'm sitting across from you, man.
That's what I'm here for. That's why I started this podcast originally, asking what you were up to. Moving on. We all picked San Francisco to beat the Texans, and they did not.
Super gay. I don't know if I can say that.
Wow, that's twice.
Curtis and I picked Chicago to beat Baltimore, but Josh, you correctly picked the Ravens to win that game.
Did I?
You did,
Hmm.
and somehow they came out 130-16
Nice.
against all odds.
I guess they were due for a win.
This is the bit of the week. Curtis and I picked Tampa Bay to win a game that they were obviously always going to win against New Orleans, and you picked the Saints. Everyone picked Denver to beat Dallas. That happened.
Yep.
Dak looked really bad, and no one's talking about it. That's funny to me.
It's weird.
It's funny how the NFL was trying to sell him as an MVP candidate.
Yeah,
They do it every year.
Yep. Because it's the Cowboys.
And every year he disappoints.
We all picked Indy to beat Tennessee, I believe.
Mhm.
I guess this was the difference maker of the week. I picked Green Bay on the Sunday night game. You guys both picked the Steelers, which I'm surprised I did that
I'm surprised.
because I called them
picked the
frauds
Steelers.
as well.
I'm surprised I picked the Steelers.
I know. I remember you picking the Steelers because you said Mike Tomlin doesn't lose primetime games at home.
Derek told me that.
I remember you saying
Derek,
this.
if you're watching this, what the hell? Just kidding, Derek. I love you so much.
And
but
What the
then-
hell, Derek?
what the hell?
We all picked Kansas City to win at home Monday night against the Commanders, led by Marcus Mariota. So moving on to next week, and then we're going to wrap this up less than 2 hours, maybe.
Yeah, we're at 107, 108 right now.
Oh shit! Famous last words.
Yeah,
Let's
true.
get to it.
Let's do an hour. Of things.
So obviously we're recording a day later than we normally record. We all picked Baltimore, I believe, before the podcast.
Yes, I picked Baltimore.
Yep.
Yeah, we all picked Baltimore. Do you want me to start to run through this week's picks?
I'm
or-
trying to, but my computer. Oh, there we go.
Here,
You know what would
start-
help your computer? If it was the Mac you have
I can
that you didn't
start.
set up
Go
yet.
for it.
All right, so starting off this week's picks, we are starting on Sunday, November 2nd. We are starting off with a interesting game. Not interesting to me, but maybe other people. The Bears are heading to Cincinnati, Ohio to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Got Bears, Bengals, Josh. What do you think?
Man, that's a shit.
Bears minus 2.5 right now.
Yeah,
Bears are favorite? All right.
Bears are favorited. It looks like it'll be sunny in Cincinnati, but 50 degrees.
I'm going to take the Bears.
All right, I like it. Any reasoning behind that, or just give you the Bears?
It's gut feeling.
I like it too. I think the Bears' offense has looked great as of late. Rhyming, so you know it's right. But
Joe Flacco does nothing for me, so.
Flacco at this point, to me, with that offensive line, I know the Bears' defense is not heralded, but give me the Bears. Swift has looked very good as of late.
Yes.
Give me the Bears.
Yeah, it's going to be really hard to pick a Bengals team, even if they are home, that just gave up a big game to the Jets for no reason.
Yeah.
We all know how I feel about Caleb Williams,
Yep.
and I still think he'll be able to get the job done. So
I agree.
give me Chicago as well.
All right. So moving on, we have the Vikings heading to Detroit, Michigan in Ford Field. This game is interesting because Detroit is favored by 9.5 points.
JJ McCarthy's coming back.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh God, did you guys see all the injuries Carson Wentz had?
No.
So
In that one game.
yeah, so he
From
played.
Jalen Carter.
No, he played 2 games with a torn triceps.
Jesus.
He dislocated his shoulder, which also broke the socket. So
Why
he
is
played. He
Same
played.
noise.
They had him play 2 games that way. So
Jesus.
what does that tell you about JJ McCarthy?
That tells me nothing good.
Everything I need to know. He's
Uh,
not good.
give me the Lions. Easily. Give me the Lions. Jared Goff has 15 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, 1,600 yards. Gibbs looked ridiculous. I know he's like
crazy.
insane. Justin Jefferson is the best wide receiver in the NFL, in my opinion, but it doesn't matter if JJ McCarthy is throwing you the ball and you're putting out a hospital Carson Wentz just to avoid.
He's got to be better than Carson Wentz at this point.
Also, this defense has back-to-back weeks not shown up.
Yep. And Dallas Turner, their first-round pick, I believe, last year with JJ McCarthy, they took 2. Dallas Turner has been terrible. He does not get any pressure. So, yeah, give me the Lions. Maiden Hutchinson just re-signed on a big extension. Give me the Lions.
I also take the Lions just because.
Lions all around.
I think I said the Lions, but
Yeah,
maybe I did
Lions
not.
all
Okay.
around.
I don't think there's many. I don't think there's much explanation needed
Yeah, I agree.
for that one.
The Green Bay Packers are staying at home, and they are favored by 13.5 points against the Carolina Panthers heading into Lambeau.
I think still
Still
Andy
1 o'clock
Dalton.
game.
Andy Dalton led.
I
Yeah,
think
it is
Andy
still
Dalton,
Andy Dalton,
according to
right.
the sleeper app, is questionable. And it's
Oh.
giving me 0 points because he's on my bench
So
now.
maybe it is Bryce Young. Well, either way,
It doesn't matter
while
who the
John
quarterback
looks that
is.
up, it doesn't matter for me who the quarterback is. I don't really like Jordan Love. I don't like minus 13.5. I don't think I think the Packers play to whoever they play against. Like they either play
Seems
up
like
or
it.
play down. At least from what I've seen. I don't like Jordan Love, as I said, but yeah, give me the Packers at home at 1 o'clock. I think they blow the doors off the Panthers are sneakily 4-4, which for the Panthers,
It's weird.
Yeah, it's not terrible through 8 games to be 4-4.
But I have no.
in the NFC South, but especially when the Falcons are 3-4, the Saints are 1-5.
It looks like it's going to be
6.
Bryce Young.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
have
give me the
no,
Packers either way.
no
honestly.
hope for
either way.
them beating the Packers, so I'm going to go with the Packers.
Yeah. Give me the Pack
As
too.
long as it's not Peyton Manning out there, give me the.
Say if Jordan
the
Love
Packers.
doesn't do anything crazy, they should win this game
Mhm.
boringly. I
Yes.
guess is
I
the
don't
way
think
I
it's
would describe it.
13.5 is a crazy line. I don't
Yeah, I
know what
wouldn't
you
take
think about
that.
Yeah. All right, Josh. Before you head out, Chargers Titans.
I'll wait for the next one too because that's going to be a quick one.
Yeah, Falcons Patriots.
Damn. Give me the Patriots.
Okay. All right. So John and I can talk about Chargers Titans real quick. The Chargers are heading to Nashville, Tennessee, to take on the Tennessee Titans. The Chargers are favored by 9.5 points. I'm obviously also going to go with the Chargers. I think the Tennessee Titans have a terrible roster. I think Cam Ward is going to get terrorized this game. That offensive line is so bad. And yeah, I don't know. Herbert doesn't look that good, honestly. His girlfriend does, but he doesn't look that good. Keenan Allen he looks kind of good for being so old. I don't know, but give me the Chargers pretty easily.
They're leaning really heavily on this rookie tight end that came out of nowhere.
Rondé Gadsden.
Yeah.
So shout out to Syracuse. He is the son of a Miami Dolphins tight end. I believe he made a Pro Bowl. Maybe not, but his senior. So Rondé Gadsden as well. I remember.
Do you remember?
Do you remember? I remember Rondé Gadsden II at Syracuse. I went to a few parents' weekend games up there. I'm not a parent of a Syracuse alum, but I am a older brother of one. And the guy's like a physical freak. He's like I don't know. He's so much faster than he would appear to be. I really like him overall. I think that there was a lot of rumors about the Chargers trading for David Njoku, and I think because of this, they will not, because Gadsden just looks, I don't know, he looked really good. Vidal also looked really good.
I was going to say, I think that, like, I'm not having watched a lot of Chargers games outside of the Chiefs game in Brazil, and then last week since they were tonight. I think the emergence of Vidal and then Gadsden is like you're going to smash the football down your throat, and then short passing game.
Yep. Gadsden is great at that, and he's like a basketball type of guy. I mean, Syracuse basketball school. But yeah, moving on to Josh already took the Patriots, I believe. Moving on to the Falcons-Patriots, who are playing in Foxborough, Massachusetts. Give me the Patriots, who are favored by 5.5 points as well. I'll also take the Patriots.
Yeah, I believe it's not even sure if Michael Penix is playing. Not that he's been terrible away from home.
Yeah.
And is Drake London also out?
Yeah, either way, give me the Patriots.
Yeah, I don't care what's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, London limited with a hip injury. So
give me the Patriots.
Bijan Robinson's like a transcendent athlete.
Yep.
Don't think it's going to be enough to beat the Patriots at home. Give me the Patriots as well.
Yeah, I think the Patriots are better coached. I think they have a better defense. I think the only thing that
they're a way better team than I thought they would be.
True, I agree.
And they offered a second-round pick for A.J. Brown.
Crazy.
Did they really?
Yes, they did. Idiots. Moving on to another 1:00 game. We are traveling to the lovely state of New Jersey to see the New York, quote unquote, Giants take on the San Francisco 49ers in what will be a stinker of an offensive game, in my opinion. The over is very high at 48.5. I mean, they're both bad defenses, but I don't know. No Neighbors, no Scatterboo. They're both bad offenses. McCaffrey.
I don't care.
McCaffrey's the 49ers' leading receiver and rusher. Both teams leading receiver and rusher as of right now.
I don't care who is and who is not playing for either team. Give me the San Francisco 49ers.
I agree. Easy enough. Give me them. They're favored by 2.5.
I also agree.
Yeah. All right. So
that was easy.
Sweep. Yeah.
I would take that spread in a heartbeat.
Hell yeah.
They're probably going to win by like 10.
I agree. I think McCaffrey.
And the score will be 10-0.
Yeah, I agree. But I think McCaffrey is going to have a game. He's going to get a lot of yards. I think he will not score that
way better than I thought he'd be after those injuries.
I agree. I very much agree. Moving on to an interesting game.
This could be fun.
Yes, this could be a very fun game. The Indianapolis Colts are heading to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Indianapolis is favored by 3.5. Josh, what do you think? Oh, the over is 50.5. Jesus.
That seems high.
Yeah, that is high. That is the highest over that we've seen so far.
Yeah, I feel like the Colts defense has been playing well enough that.
Oh, wait, no, I misspoke. The Bengals-Bears was 51.5. So that is crazy high. But those are two terrible defenses. I agree that the over I do not see hitting with either defense on this. I don't know. I don't see the over hitting. But Josh, what do you think?
I'm going to ride that Indianapolis Jones train and say that it's going to be them.
Yeah, I mean, to me, Jonathan Taylor right now is the MVP through this many games. To me, Saquon Barkley was the MVP last year, though, because I disagree with the idea or the notion that the MVP is a quarterback award. Tyler Warren looks like a Rookie of the Year candidate, if not the Rookie of the Year.
He's scoring points for me on my fantasy team.
He's just
left and right.
500 yards already, 3 touchdowns. He has like 40 catches. Like he's just balling out.
Bears could have had him.
Bears could have had him. Bears are dumb.
Eagles should have traded up and got him.
I don't disagree.
Although Goddard looks pretty nasty still. If we had traded Goddard up, or like traded Goddard to move up, that would have been maybe fun. But Goddard looks pretty good. Either way, give me the Colts, even in Pittsburgh.
Shane Steichen's got that team rolling. So
I love Shane Steichen, love, as I said, Jonathan Taylor. And I don't, as much as I said, Mike Tomlin doesn't lose whatever. Mike Tomlin will lose this 1:00 game at home. Or maybe I'm wrong. We'll see.
I'm going to take the Colts as well. And you guys threw out Curtis threw out a bunch of awards. But you forgot NFL Comeback Player of the Year, Daniel
True.
Jones.
That is
He
definitely.
is a comeback player. of the year.
Yep.
He will be.
He
for sure.
100% will be. That is
Unless he
lock
falls
it
off a
in.
cliff.
Yeah, true. Lock it in. There's 7.
And-
Lock it in,
and, like,
baby.
He came back from the dead. Dead.
Death
Came
of
back
New
from the
York.
dead, and he brought Michael Pittman with him because Michael Pittman was not doing anything with Anthony Richardson.
Was anybody doing anything
Nobody
with
was
Anthony
really.
Richardson?
No, because Josh Downs looks better. Alec Pierce looks better.
You
Jonathan
think he's
Taylor
going to be the
looks
next
better.
Trey Lance?
Shout out the right guard. Who? Anthony Richardson?
Yeah.
I don't
Where
think he'll
he's
be
just-
anything.
Where he just kind of floats around and doesn't do anything for any team that he's on.
But he'll make a lot of money for doing nothing.
Does Trey Lance make a lot of money?
Probably
More than he should.
probably more than he should.
Hell yeah, we're the same.
Shout out to the Colts right guard, Matt Gonsalves. He's a Pitt grad who I believe was like a 5th or 6th round pick and is like one of the highest rated PFF guards in the league this year. So shout out to a great school.
What is this next game's line?
What a weird.
I don't even have the games picked up, pulled up. You guys see them.
So the Broncos are in Houston. I don't really understand why the NFL is rating the Texans so high or what this line is,
They
but
haven't been good all year.
the Houston Texans are favored at home by 1.5 against the Broncos, who are 6-2.
They beat us.
Yeah,
They're not a bad team.
yeah.
And they've only gotten better since they beat us.
Sure.
So give me the Broncos and give me them by like 2.5 points. Like I would take the Broncos minus 2.5.
Yeah, I'd tease up the
Yeah,
Broncos minus
same.
2.5.
Yeah, that's what I would take.
No, we're not doing points here, but give me the Broncos.
Yeah, give me the fucking
Maybe even anywhere between
We're all being boring today. We
No,
all
we are.
4.5. This slate sucks, man.
Well, actually, randomly, you know how we kept talking last week about how all our picks were being really boring? Apparently, there was a stat where it was like, of the Sunday games, it's the only time where only one game is finished within a score. It's crazy. Like, it was one of the most boring slate of NFL games on record last Sunday. So
I had a
that
good
was
time.
why I had fun watching the Eagles dominate. But outside of that, like, I had fun making the picks, but you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it was a boring slate of games. So that's
No, I
why we
understand
made
where you're going.
boring picks. Like, because and it seems like kind of similar, the same this week. Anyway, are we all going Broncos?
Yes, sir.
Okay, cool. Moving on to the 4 o'clock
I'm
slate.
scrolling ahead. There's one good game this week.
Oh, yeah, I see it.
We're up to 4 o'clock game. Hell yeah, let's
Moving
go.
on to the 4:05. We have two 4:05 games. The Jaguars are heading to Jaguars are heading to Las Vegas, Nevada to take on the Raiders. They are favored by 2.5. John,
The
what do you
Raiders are
think?
favored or the Jaguars?
The
Jaguars are
favored. John, what do you think?
The over-under is 44.5. Give me the under
Mhm.
in a really sloppy, ugly 4 o'clock football game for whatever reason.
Yep.
And the Jaguars will pull this one out in a low-scoring game that no one cares about and doesn't talk about for the rest of the weekend.
I agree. I think it'll be like a 13-3 win. I think Travis Etienne will roll. I think that'll be the only person that really does incredibly well this week, or does any sort of thing in this
Hope
game
so.
this weekend.
For my sake.
Me too.
I will also say Jaguars because we're all boring.
But we can't be boring in this game, Josh.
That's true.
Oh, you guys aren't going to disagree with me?
No.
No, not against this team. Your second favorite team.
Don't you say that.
Yeah, I know. Are heading to Inglewood, California to take on the Los Angeles Rams. The New Orleans Saints are 1-7 and are currently not favored. The Rams are favored by minus 14.5.
I think we're getting the Tyler
Hold
Show
on, guys.
experience this week,
Hold on,
right?
guys.
We are getting the Tyler Show /Shuck
Tyler
Shuck, whatever his
Shug.
name is.
Shug.
Shug. Yeah, I don't know what
He's just going to shrug it off and
He is
start
gonna
throwing some
shrug it off.
touchdowns all the way down the field. It's going to be a letdown game for the fucking Rams. The fucking not Kelly. What's his name?
Matt Stafford?
No, the head coach.
Kellen Moore.
Kellen Moore.
Kelly Moe.
Kelly Moe.
Kelly Moe.
He's going to get his team ready to go. Let's fucking go. Let's run the ball. Let's throw the ball. Let's score some touchdowns. The New Orleans Saints are going to win.
All right, I love it. I completely disagree.
Give me the Rams.
Yeah, give me the Rams. I think Kelly Moe is he's got a few years before he's beaten.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Before
But
he gets fired.
Yeah, well, that's probably true.
he should have stayed here for one more year and waited for something better to open up.
Yeah.
That's what
So
she said.
425 game is the only good game this weekend, and will be the game that I'm very, very excited to tune in on. The Kansas City Chiefs will be traveling to Orchard Park, New York, in Highmark Stadium. They'll be taking on the Buffalo Bills.
Ooh, that's actually a good game.
Yeah, right. It's the only good game this weekend. It's a very, very good game. I think it is the two best teams in the AFC right now, in my opinion. I know the Colts are the best record-wise, but I think these two are the best
You're right.
rosters in the NFC or AFC.
You are correct, sir.
Yeah. I mean, it's not that crazy of a take. They have been like the two competing for the Super Bowl.
You know, I'll take Curtis over
Yeah,
here.
exactly. Wow. The Bills and the Chiefs are good, guys. Lock it in.
I've never heard of them.
Yeah. But overall, Chiefs are 5-3. Bills are 5-2. It feels like the media this year weirdly likes the Bills a lot more than the Chiefs, which they normally love the Chiefs. I guess they're kind of getting back to liking the Chiefs now.
They're winning more.
Yeah, now that they're winning more. I don't know what you guys think about this game. If you guys had any thoughts, this is obviously the best game of the week, so I figure.
Well, as a guy who keeps calling the Bills frauds, I'm going to have to pick the Chiefs to
How's that make you feel?
Not great. Not good. I just think about Andy Reid and all the good times we had together.
But also mostly bad because he couldn't do what he's doing here.
Well, you know, I was spoiled as a sports
Give
fan.
me Andy Reid to
because of
take
Andy
all
Reid.
3 timeouts in the third quarter of this game.
No, this is all other.
No. He'll take 2 and he'll leave 1 in his pocket that he should have used at the end of the game.
And
There
he'll
we
use
go.
it in a place that doesn't
There
matter.
we go.
No, he won't use it. It'll just be
No,
It'll
won't
end
use
the
it.
game with a
Yeah.
timeout.
there-
with a timeout that he should have used.
Oh,
I
like
have
Matt
been corrected.
Eberflus?
That's 100%. Like
Like
Andy
Eberflus
Reid.
did that?
Yeah, true. But yeah.
So, I'm
yeah.
taking the Chiefs.
Yeah, give me the Chiefs as well. I love the Bills, but I just think they're actually. Wait a minute. No, give me the Bills. The Bills.
Fuck, I was going to be the Bills guy.
Sorry. Wow. The Bills are regular season guys. They love to win in the regular season.
See, you took my take.
Yeah. Sorry. It's true though. That's why it's such a good take.
You're such a cunt.
I'm sorry. The
This is supposed
Bills
to be me.
are regular season guys, and they're playoff frauds.
It is still you.
The Bills.
But it's not the same anymore. I have to go with you. I'm going to go Chiefs.
Oh, man.
Yeah, Curtis ruined my take.
Sorry,
He
Josh.
took my whole take. It's like
It's
you're inside my
ASMR.
brain.
Yep, I am.
Well, you'll feel better next week when I'm reading about this game and the fraud Buffalo Bills lost at home.
Well, Bills are frauds in the playoffs and very good at regular season at home. Yeah, so
We did beat the Chiefs last year in the regular season.
exactly. And I give me the Bills to win this game and then lose to the Chiefs in the playoffs eventually.
That's how it happens every year.
It literally is what it is. So it is what it is.
He's
Insanity is seeing the same thing happen over and over again and expecting something different, I guess. But moving on to the last game on the Sunday slate, the Seahawks are heading to Maryland to take on the Commanders. Is Jaden Daniels playing for this game?
Yes.
Okay.
Terry McLaurin, I believe, is out, though.
He is out. I know
Well,
that.
that doesn't change my opinion of not the Commanders.
Yeah, give me the Seahawks. I've seen enough of the
Sam
Commanders
Darnold
this year.
is playing well.
Sam Darnold's balling. Kenny Walker looks good.
Yeah, their running backs are.
Jackson Smith and Jigba is very good. He already has 800 yards. and
Charbonnet does some things.
It's
a cool
7
name to
games
say.
in. Yeah, Charbonnet does
Kenny
some
Walker
things.
gets him down to the
Kenny
1,
Walker's
and then
balls, and then
Charbonnet
Charbonnet
vultures.
Blast it in. Yeah, pause. Yeah, give me the Seahawks easily. I think the Commanders have the oldest roster in the NFL, and it shows, and that they were overachievers last season and are kind of middling now. So yeah, give me the Seahawks. I think the Commanders end up being 3-6 after this one.
Washington's offensive line is so bad that the only guy –
How
well,
bad is it, John?
so bad that the only guy that I was excited for outside Jaden Daniels on this team it looks terrible. Yes, Laramie Tunsil.
Is
So excited
is
for
he
him.
finally falling off?
No, Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt, aka Bill, had like 1 game of juice and now just looks terrible because.
John was so excited to watch offensive tackle play.
Yes, I love.
I mean, I know you were a great
Offensive
offensive
tackle.
tackle in high school, right?
Yes, that was my position.
Pass set.
That's why I make these hand motions during the podcast.
Just start pass setting during the thing.
Only in double time.
True.
But yeah, give me the Commanders if I didn't say that already. The Seahawks.
Wait, you took the Comanche?
The Seahawks.
I was gonna say, what
The
the-
Comanche.
That was my joke.
Give me the
That's
Seahawks.
my family and I have started to take.
Yeah, there's only a few
games.
games there to decide who wins this week.
Moving on to the Monday night game.
Why?
Why is this a Monday night game? I don't know
Why?
what it is. You're going to tell me.
Terrible game.
What is it?
So, Josh, the remaining teams are that it could be are Cardinals, Cowboys, Browns, Jets, or Buccaneers. You would hope it would be the
And
Buccaneers.
you already know it's not the Eagles.
Yeah. You would hope it would be the Buccaneers. It is the Cardinals playing the Cowboys. The other
Ugh.
four are on bye. including
Tickets
the
are
Eagles.
$17 right now.
Where is it being played at?
Arlington,
Arlington.
Texas, in that
It's being
beautiful
played
stadium.
in Texas and it's still
Yep,
$17?
Exactly. In that beautiful stadium, it's still 17. The Cowboys are favored by 2.5.
Fuck
which
you,
is
Jerry. You wasted
crazy.
all your money on that stadium.
The Cardinals are like the worst. I don't know. They're so bad. Culture-wise, they might be the worst team in the NFL right now.
Worse
Like,
than the
they have-
Cowboys.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying. I'm saying. I'm
Yeah,
not
I thought
asking.
you were asking.
No,
Yeah.
worse than the
No, I
Cowboys.
agree.
I'm
I
saying.
agree. Because the Cowboys have George Pickens and Dak Prescott. Like at
George
some
Pickens
point,
is balling out this
he
year.
is. Yeah. George
It's
Pickens has
sad
almost
to say.
700 yards and 6 touchdowns. That's crazy.
Sad to say.
Yeah, give me the Cowboys at home. This is crazy. I'm gonna take them at -2.5. I'd take them at -4.5. I think they're 6.5. I'll take them by a touchdown.
Thing
The
is,
Cardinals are garbage.
yeah, but the thing is, I
I mean, the
can't
Cowboys are too.
say the Cowboys are going to win, so I'm just going to root for the Arizona Cardinals. And
Oh, I'm rooting for the Cardinals for sure.
I'm going to say the Cardinals win because
Okay.
they're
Nice.
they're due for like something good to happen to them, right?
That's fair. I guess the Dolphins did win last week, so
Yeah, it can happen.
it can. John, what do you think? Going with Rodman and the boys?
Yeah, the Cardinals defense is just too bad that like
You're probably right, but I'm
you
not,
got CD, you got Pickens who's been balling out.
if I'm going to win this week, it's going to be this game.
I hope it happens for you.
I hope it happens for me too. What do we get at the end of the year?
Wawa gift card for $10.
Oh, I can buy a pickle.
Too refreshing.
Sorry.
All right. So that is our pick segment for this week.
That's the end of the games?
That is the end of the
End of the
games.
games.
Did we
You
do a
got-
Thursday night game?
4 teams on by. Yeah, I think we said we all picked Baltimore.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
they
yeah,
won.
okay. That's true. That was today's game.
That
It was today's
They
game.
won 28-6.
We did pick the game before the game.
Yeah. So I guess moving on, we'll have an episode coming out, or we'll record an episode next Wednesday, I would imagine.
I assume
Sounds
Yeah.
right.
Wednesday is usually the day.
Yeah, that's cool.
Other than today.
other than today.
Sorry, 3 people that will listen to this.
Yeah, sorry for the few people that will listen to this. If we're
Hey, we're at an hour and a half, so
It's
we're
not too
doing way
bad.
better than last
So
time.
I think it's perfect time to wrap up. Thank you guys to all who have listened to this point. Thank you so much for listening, liking, subscribing, downloading, all those things.
Yeah, thanks to the 15 people that are subscribing on week 2 and have not moved the needle
Have
since.
not wavered.
So
Shout out to those 15. You're our 300 Spartans,
Yeah.
basically.
thank you for sharing with everybody you know, but not really.
But also tell more people. And just
Please.
tell them to download, but not listen.
Tell people. Tell your brother. Tell your sister. Tell your aunts and uncles. Tell your mom. If you don't tell your mom, I will when I see her tomorrow.
Let's
Uh,
go.
On that
note, we're
Like,
out.
subscribe, comment, all the things. We are on YouTube. We are on Spotify. We are on Apple Podcasts and anywhere your podcast can be found. So just do the thing and help us out. Maybe one day we can make a lot of money and not do anything else but this and entertain you guys. And good night.
Love you. Bye.
Peace.